Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Carrie, and here on Caring with Carrie we talk all things kids. And today we're going to be talking about my kid. I am currently 25 weeks pregnant, and I just wanted to do a quick baby haul of some things that we've gotten and why I've gotten it. I have a reason for each and everything that I've bought. I've tried to be as minimal as possible in what we buy, so let's get started. I really went back and forth on whether we needed a sound machine or not, because I didn't want my child to become, like, I guess, addicted to it. I know that sometimes newborns can be very grunty, and that could keep me up and my husband up since we're co-sleeping. Also know that the baby is very used to loud noises. Like, they're in your womb, they hear all your stomach noises, they hear a heartbeat constantly. It is loud in there. So to try to sleep in the silence is going to take adjusting. And I don't plan to just go ahead and turn this on every night. I think what I'd like to do is only use it when I really feel like it's necessary, like a last resort thing. Or if we're really just needing the rest, because let's be real, guys, in the first few weeks, rest is so important no matter how you're able to get it. Okay, these were gifted to me. I wasn't gonna get a whole ton of bows just because a lot of them aren't neutral, and I don't know, I'm just like not really girly. But I was given these, and they're handmade and they're so cute. I was like, well, they're handmade, they're soft, they're like the soft, really soft material, and she's not going to be wearing girly colors, so I don't want everybody thinking she's a boy just because I don't have her in pink. Next thing I got is a Boba Wrap. This is the one and only wrap that I plan to use to carry the baby around. I was looking into several different options, and this one was the most cost effective for the best bang for your buck, essentially. It's a lot of fabric, but it's worth it. We have a carrier for when they're too old for this. This is what we plan to use in place of a stroller, unless we get to a point where we really feel like we need a stroller. While Charlotte is still itty bitty, we're gonna use this in place of a stroller. Just carry her around. These are inserts for diapers. I didn't realize how big they were, guys. They're charcoal inserts, but they're about as big as I feel like the baby is gonna be. They're so big, but they're really soft. We're gonna try to put these in diapers. I just want another option, you know, other than the pre-folds. I think once I get the whole diaper thing figured out, quite possibly after Charlotte is born, I am going to do a video on cloth diapering, because I know that videos have helped me out up to this point, but I also know the videos are usually so overwhelming. It's just so much stuff, and it's like a lot. Like, okay, I need to put something out there that will help a mama who's like, I want to do cloth diapering but not be overwhelmed. My mom got me this dress on my registry. It comes up, it's like a breastfeeding dress. Hold on, let me see if I can show this better. It comes up right here. Here we go. So then this is like a V shape, but yeah, it's a great, it will be a great addition when I'm breastfeeding to have this dress. I'm really excited about it. Okay, now these come recommended by Delilah at Lepke's Life on Instagram and YouTube. They are compression undies, and they're huge, but she swears by them and says that this compression part, like whether you have a C-section or a vaginal delivery, like really helps in the healing process, because, you know, kind of holds everything together. Your organs just kind of smush around and float around after being stretched back here, and then they're kind of like all jumbled, so having them back up where they're supposed to be helps. So I only got 2 pairs. I may end up getting more if I love it. I think I already showed you the mason bottles that we're doing. So we're doing like the glass mason bottles. I have to get a couple more of the slow nipples, because they only come with 2 of these in the main pack, and then they come with 2 medium flow. And I figure we're probably going to want more than 2 at a time, because we're probably going to use 1 throughout the day and 1 at night, and then it needs to go in the dishwasher. I originally was only going to get an electric pump and like one that you just like stick in your bra, but this was recommended by Delilah, and she was like, it's faster than an electric pump and it's more portable, it does a better job, and I can control like how much I pump versus just like having something run. So I got the handheld manual one. She recommended this one. Let's see if it'll focus. So this is the one I got. It's called the Harmony, and it's so cheap, like I want to say like maybe $28 or 20 bucks, something like that, like very cheap. She only has one. I think you only need one, but I understand that if Tyler is going to do a night feeding, more than likely, but so that I don't get engorged, I will need to pump whenever he's doing the night feeding. I plan to be using that Haka that I showed you last time on one breast while baby's feeding on the other. The milk from the Haka, just from that letdown, should be enough for Tyler to use to actually feed the baby. Then I got a birthing ball, which can be great for pregnancy and postpartum and obviously labor. So that's practical. All right, I got this wipe solution. It's all natural, tea tree lavender. It's supposed to be able to wet 1,000 wipes. It smells really strong, and I know babies are really sensitive. I may just use regular water too, so we'll see. I just kind of got this as in case we needed it. It looks like it's a tablet that you dissolve in like a sprayer, and then you like spray it on and then wipe. But I actually thought it was like something you could soak the wipes in, because we're using cloth wipes, so I guess not. So if it's gonna work the same way as just water, I might just use water, but we'll see. Maybe it won't be too bad. Got the boogie bulb. Yeah, we're gonna do this, not doing that nose Frida thing. I have seen far too many reviews that say despite the filter they still end up getting snot in their mouth, and this is just as effective. Don't waste your money. It's cheaper. I've heard 1,000,001 great things about this organic nipple butter that is a lifesaver for not having cracked, dry, bleeding nipples, and to use it religiously. So this is going in my bedside basket. I've talked about these in my registry, I believe. They're plastic-free, silicone, zip-top reusable breast milk bags. Just makes more sense to use things like this. But my plan, and I know these are plastic, I'm trying to be as plastic-free as I can, but we live in a world where that's 100% possible. I know I could probably find something that's silicone to the same effect, but I like the fact that these are going to give exact measurements. So this is milk trays. They come out in little sticks, and they're exactly 1 ounce sticks, and there's 2 trays. So the nice thing about this is, obviously with it being sticks, it's going to fit through any bottle opening, but also I'm thinking the sticks should fit pretty good up and down in these, so I can drop the sticks in here after they've already been frozen in this to get the best like storage space out of it. That's my plan. We'll see. It really depends on how much I leak too, because if I'm leaking a lot, I'm going to use breast shells instead of these breast pads I'm about to show you. These are from Bamboo Bees. They're thick overnight pads. There's 8 that come in here. I figure I might as well go ahead and get, these are reusable, I might as well go ahead and get the overnight ones rather than like get daytime ones, and just like get the overnight ones and use these all the time whenever I need them. These are also going to go in my bedside basket, which that's another video I'm going to do, is I'm going to show what I'm packing in the bag that we bring to the house we're birthing in. I'm also going to be showing what we put in the bedside basket and the postpartum basket in the bathroom. We did get light up nail clippers for baby. I've seen the nail files. I'm not scared to clip my baby's nails. People will tell me that when you go to cut your own baby's nails, it'll be different. They'll be okay. It's not gonna hurt them. We did get this little set from Frida Baby. It's got like this thing. Basically, like this first thing is a soft foam sponge up here, and then this is the brush that you use on the hair to kind of loosen up any cradle cap or anything like that. And then this is a fine tooth comb to actually grab all that loosened cradle cap or whatever and get it out. So I thought this would be practical for bath time. This is the name of the car monitor that we got. This, I want to say, was only like 40 bucks. It's so cheap, you guys. This like sits on your dash, okay? And it shows you your baby from a camera. The reason why I chose this over just using a simple mirror is because I'm going to be doing a lot of my driving in the dark at night for going to and from work, whether it's in the morning or when I'm leaving work. Most of the time it's going to be dark, and we live in a rural area where there's not a lot of street lights, where, okay, street lights coming, I can glance back at them. I just want to make sure that they're in a safe position in their car seat. I need to know their wake windows, so if they're awake but not like talking or making noise, like I need to be able to see that they're awake, just so I know like what schedule they're going to be on. So this is the actual like camera part. It straps into the headrest so you can see that way, and it comes with a bunch of other stuff. It looks like it has a car adapter thing. So I've already shown you like the couple of different ways that we're going to be using diapers, but I did go ahead and get some all-in-ones just to help my sanity in those first few weeks. I know that these are going to be used up so quickly. I know that a lot of people say in those first few weeks your baby's going through like 15 to 20 diapers a day. That's even somebody who was like doing EC. So I'm like, okay, I kind of probably need to get some more options here. So first, this set, it's like a whole set. Oh, this is, I'm not plastic, I'm made from plants. Love to see it. But anyways, this is a wet dry bag. So it has two zippers. One part you can put wet stuff, the other part dry stuff. Very important when you're doing cloth diapers. This is what the outside of one of the diapers look like. I did pretty much do all ones that were, I mean, this is pink, but most of them are in like a neutral color like this. So I love that. They do seem huge right now, but they can be buttoned up to be a lot smaller. And I'm just gonna show you real quick. So they come with an insert already. This is made of bamboo. And this is like those gray ones I showed you. They can be used in here as well. So sometimes you'll just be able to take this out and still reuse this part. I didn't want to get too many of the polyester ones like this, just because it's not as breathable for the baby. But you can snap it up. I'm going to make this the smallest that it will go so you can see it's not going to be crazy. So it grows with the baby essentially. So I think it can actually go even smaller, like I think, yeah. So this is the smallest that it will go. Obviously I don't have the insert in there, but that's a lot smaller than, say, when it's out in its full size. So I like that it's adjustable. The snaps would get annoying maybe, but again, I don't plan on making these the main diapers. Just kind of ones that I can grab if needed. I'm thinking middle of the night changes, I'm probably going to be using these. The last thing that we have in this haul, I have more things coming, but this is this haul. is an up seat. This is so much better than the Bumbo, you guys. If you've ever heard of the Bumbo, this is what I plan to use when I am feeding baby at work and at other people's houses. So if we go visit Tyler's parents or grandparents, bringing this because it allows them to be seated correctly and also have their feet touch the floor. I always want our baby to be able to have their feet touching something when they're eating. So I guess it's a little bit premature to buy because we're not going to be doing this kind of thing until 6 months. But just in case the baby starts sitting up sooner than that, I have something to put him in. And yeah, I mean, 6 months can fly by. The last thing I wanted to talk about is the car seat. So I'm going to show you the state of our current car seat and explain why. So we originally were going to go with the Evenflo 360 so that my husband's shoulders would have an easier time of being able to maneuver the baby in and out of the car seat. My husband has frozen shoulder syndrome. So currently, I have cut the straps of this and the car seat. I also cut the straps in it because what happened is we had ordered a car seat from Amazon, and right after we ordered it, my mom found on Facebook somebody selling one that was brand new, still in the box, still had the plastic, or so it looked, and it was $220 before tax, whereas the one on Amazon was $379. So it's like, oh my gosh, that's a great savings. We got both boxes on the same day, ironically, and then that very next day was a Saturday. Okay, sorry, I had to move. This is more comfortable. So we went ahead and returned the Amazon car seat before opening the other car seat, which was a bad life choice. We went to install the car seat from Facebook, and we were following the directions to a T. We watched all the instructional videos, read the manual, did all the things. I've handled so many car seats in my life, and this was a very simple, easy car seat to do. For some reason, it was defective. It would not lock. It would sound like it might be locking. There was like missing pieces to where it would actually lock in place. I also noticed that when my husband was helping me with the car seat, the way that he had to put his arms in and shoulders and use his shoulders to lift up on the buttons in order to turn the car seat, it was difficult for him. He wouldn't tell you that, but I could tell that, especially in my car anyways, that turning that would get hard for him to do all the time, especially in wintertime when his shoulders are going to be more stiff and acting up. Since Charlotte's going to be born in the winter, I didn't want to cause any problems with that. So we're still not going to get a typical bucket seat car seat where you like click it in and out and carry it around. Those have really high sides to them that would make it difficult for Tyler, and plus I never really wanted those anyways. That's part of why we got that baby carrier, so that if we take her out and we need both hands, then we can just throw her in that carrier. That's a lot less heavy than trying to tote around a baby carrier. A lot of people are like, oh, but what if they fall asleep in the car seat? Oh well, if they get woken up, then they're ready to wake up. If they stay asleep, great. You know, like, it is what it is. It's what we've chosen because it's best for our family. We're going to do a Graco car seat that grows with them up to 10 years of age, so it's convertible, and it's a lot cheaper than the Evenflo Gold 360. I was actually scrolling through more reviews after dealing with this whole situation and realized that a lot of people had the same reviews, such as the straps are so thin, cheap, and flimsy that they twist extremely easily and are frustrating to deal with. The clip part is really cheapo. A lot of people said that the seat worked for a little bit and then got stuck. I think it's easy for stuff to get maybe stuck down in there. I'm not sure, but even if there wasn't, somebody said that it was getting stuck on day 2 of them using it. So I don't think there was was like anything in there. The shoulder straps on there are actually not removable. They have like grippies on the bottom, and if your child is wearing something like a tank top or really thin clothing, like it can be uncomfortable for the child, especially since the seat is supposed to grow until age 10. So I was like, okay, and they don't move either. They're like, the straps are not removable, so you can't take them off to wash them. And wherever like, you know, most car seats have like levels of where the seat, or well, where the shoulder strap would be fed through. There's only one on this one, so like adjusting is a little bit different. Apparently there's not a lot of padding for like an older child. They feel really uncomfortable in this seat because I read reviews of people who got them for like their 2 or 3 year old, and it was an uncomfortable seat. And it also tilts them up more. Some parents said, oh, they're not kicking the back of my seat anymore, but your child's blood flow is definitely more uncomfortable in that position when they're like more up. We just decided like the cons outweighed the pros for that seat, and we're just gonna stick to the Graco, and I'll let you know when I get that in. And we're gonna be installing that. Hopefully it'll be a lot easier. I've dealt with Graco plenty of times before. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's our whole baby stuff haul for now. I know, like I said, I have more things coming in soon, and then really after that, a lot of the things that we're going to be getting are things like a class or photography, or so like they're not going to be physical things. And I'm pretty much like looking at right now all the things that we've gotten for baby, and it's really not that much. We have tried to stay as minimal as possible. Right now, if God forbid the baby were to be born, she would have a 80% chance of survival. So at this point, we want to be ready for anything. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next video.